What's up, guys? This is your boy the guy, and I'm back here again with another video. This video is very sad, you know what I mean? I got a little, not a fender bender, a real accident yesterday, and I'm just really sad about the situation, and I'm just sad about just everything that happened, you know what I mean? It's like, I've been cursed not to have a car more than 80,000 miles, seriously. Every time I have a car that's about to hit 80,000 miles, I either sell it, or in this scenario, I got in an accident. My STI, my Focus ST, 80,000 miles, I sell it. You know, my green Focus, I sell it, 80. My Mustang, 30K miles, sell it. STI 2, 80K, fucking get in an accident. But I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys all the accident damage, everything that happened to the car and everything. But before I do that, I just want to let you guys know, just be safe when you drive out there. Just know today could be the day that you're gone. Just know today could be the day that you'll be the last time seeing life and seeing everything that comes with life, you know. And I'm really appreciative that I'm still here, even though this is not a huge accident. It could have been worse than what it was, you know, because I never thought I'd get into an accident driving. I'm a really safe driver. I pay attention to the road, but this accident that happened really weird, in a really weird time, really weird manner, really weird. Everything about this thing was just really weird and off. Like when it happened, I had no, like when it happened, I just had like a big flashback. I'm like, whoa, what happened? Like what? I'm like so surprised. I'm so confused about what happened. But before I keep doing all this talking, I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys all around the car, show you guys the issues, the problems I'm having with my car now. What's the next step with me and my insurance, the guy that was involved in an accident with me, all that stuff, you know. So I'll go right ahead and I'll show you guys the car. This is the car. The rear quarter panel got hit, the door got hit, his paint was red. You can see some red markings on my car, you know, evidence. It dug into my door. I mean, I do know that Subaru makes cheap doors, you know what I mean, stuff like that, but it's insane how this happened. And the saddest part is, I was hoping I can get this car fixed, but the saddest part is when the damage hit the frame. That's when it hit home, you know what I mean? When it hit this frame, I'm like, yeah, this car's total, it's done. As soon as it hit the frame, if it would have hit just the door, I would have been fine with it. I would have just purchased a new door and slap it back on and put the interior back in it. The WRX door would fit, an STI door would fit, any door would fit, you know. But it didn't happen that way. The freaking car got hit bad. The door went inside and everything. So long story short, what I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna go ahead and talk about the memories with this car, the videos, you know what I mean, the different videos I made with this car, the parts I installed in this car. And it's just sad that that's what sucks about being a car owner. You know, you buy a car, you put mods into it, one day you get in an accident, everything you put in the car is like gone. It's like done, you're done, like everything is gone, it's done. And that's what's sad about it, you know what I mean? But I'm just really upset at myself. I'm upset at the situation. I'm upset at me really falling in love with this STI. I've had this car for only a year and some change, you know, almost 2 years. It'll be 2 years in December, so it'll be 2 years this year. It's a year, 6 months, a year, 4 months, 5 months ish, right? So I was really excited about the car and this beautiful car, you know. So much stuff that I did to it. I'm gonna go ahead and do all the talking about what I did to the car. We're gonna start with the engine bay, just so you guys can capture that. So engine bay is pretty dirty right now, you know, but I'll start right here. First off, when I got the car, the belt was really loud. First thing I did was tighten the belt. I got a new belt and I tightened the belt, and then it stopped the noise, because I didn't tighten, the belt was not tightened when I got the car. So looks, somebody might have worked on it and they never tightened it. Second thing I really did to the car was I put in the cylinder 4 cooling mod. You know, that was a good thing that I did to the car to keep the car reliable, because I wanted it daily. I wanted to have fun in the snow with the car. So I did the cylinder 4 cooling mod. Then I did the oil pan. You know, I did the Killer B oil pan kit, which basically gives the car a bigger oil pan. I installed a what do you call it, anti-theft, what do you call them, cat plate underneath it, just so if somebody would have stole the car, if you guys can see, there's the anti-theft plate I'm talking about. Just so if somebody would have stole the car, it would not give them an easy chance to steal it, because we had a lot of Kia boys coming to this really beautiful neighborhood here. So you know what I mean, that's what happened. I did that. Then I did the IAG what do you call it, mod right here. What is it called again? the air oil separator kit. This took me a whole day to do that kit, so that was a fun project, but it was hard. It wasn't easy. It took a lot of time to do that, but that was fun. I enjoyed that video a lot. Next thing I did was did some interior work. Well, actually, I did wheels. You know, got new wheels, slapped new wheels on it. It was really good, really great. You know what I mean? And new tires, brand new wheels, brand new brakes, brand new pads. So everything was intact with this car. It was kept up clean. The car's been dirty because I daily drive it, so I don't really wash it every weekend. You know, I give it every 2 to 3 weeks. Then I give the car a little polish. If we go inside, well, actually I did the side skirts, I did the front lip on it, but I cracked the front lip, which I ordered a new one that was supposed to come in, and I returned it. You know what I mean? So the front lip cracked a little bit right here. I returned it to get a new one in. What else did I do? I did some tubes and stuff like that. I changed up on the tubes in here just so it was fresh and new, because the car was about to hit 80 grand. I didn't want the car to get into any issues with leakages and stuff like that, so I did some fresh tubes. I did the power steering. I did a brand new power steering pump, you know what I mean, just to keep the car steering a little nice and smooth. I also did the what do you call it, the rear spats. I think that's what they call them, these rear spats that, you know, kind of help the air that's coming from the wheel. When it goes over the wheel, it's just slide right here and go right outside. We did that. Next thing I did in the interior was, oh, I did this too. I slapped these windshield things on here. I loved it a lot because when I'm driving and I crack my window and it's raining, the rain is not coming in the car. The rain is just going right over it. You know what I mean? I'm getting fresh air too whilst I'm driving in rain, listening to some rain noises. Next thing I did was I went ahead and did WeatherTech carpets. I put in racing shift knob, racing shift reverse lockout. You know what I mean? Did some air freshener. Put a dash camera up here, so I have that footage that happened in the accident on the video. I did the Cobb access port. You know what I mean? I did the Cobb access port. I put in the Cobb access port. That was a good add-ons that I did to the car. I'm gonna actually pop this out right now. So while we're at it, I'm gonna pop the Cobb access port out. We're gonna take it back inside the house. I'll get all the wires and everything out once I'm done, and I could probably slap this back on here. If insurance decides to take the car, I'm gonna slap every OEM stuff back on. I'm gonna take my shift knob off, put the original one I got with the car on. What else did I even do to the car now we're talking about it? I also did some tune. You know, I did a tune the car to keep the car reliable, clean and nice. It was done by Alan Jackson from Edge Autosports. He's not with Edge Autosports anymore, you know, so I did his tune on my car, and I loved it a lot because it gave the car a whole different what do you call it, vibe to it. It made the car run faster, it made the car sound good. The car already had an exhaust in it when I got the car, so I did not personally do the exhaust, but I loved it because it was deeper when it wanted to, and it was quiet when it wanted to. You know what I mean? It was the NVIDIA Q400 exhaust. So when you get on there, you get a higher, it gets, you get the Subaru rumble out of it. You know what I mean? And it was loud and it was quiet at the same time. So I did all that stuff. Well, that stuff was done, but I enjoyed it. I didn't take it out. I kept the stock. I wanted to keep the car as stock as possible, but do a lot more interior stuff. So I was gonna order some carbon fiber steering wheels, some carbon fiber interior panel stuff. You know what I mean? All this was gonna go carbon fiber. The right here was gonna go carbon fiber. But now that we're stuck with this, if these are the options, if insurance decides to take the car, okay, the only two options I really have is to buy a new car, and I don't want any other car because cars are really expensive right now. I'm kind of leaning towards a newer Subaru STI, a 2020 2021, because this is 2018. I'm leaning towards a 2020 to 2021 STI, or I was leaning towards maybe a Type R, not the newer ones, but the older generation, like the 2019 2020 Type R's, you know what I mean, those generation. Or I was leaning towards a BMW M3. But since I've had all these 4-cylinder banger cars, I decided that if I'm gonna go up, I'm gonna go up a little higher than a 4-cylinder. So we could look into something like an M3. That would be a cool car to have for the channel, you know what I mean? There's so much stuff to do for the M3s, but they are expensive, you know what I mean? Expensive cars to build, but you get a lot more power out of it. We could do an M3, we could do an M4, we could do a Mustang again, you know what I mean? Because we've had a Mustang, we loved the channel. When I had a Mustang and I was doing content with it, people loved it. It was a great car, but it was not cheap, and it was not a cheap build that I did with the Mustang. I spent a lot of money on that Mustang, and it wasn't cheap, but we could do that. There's other cars that's out there. You guys can help suggest if insurance decides to take the car and dash me a check. That's what we have. These are the options that we have, but if insurance decide to fix a car for me, we'll fix the car and we'll go even crazy with the car. Now we do a lot of mods on it because it's got into an accident and all this stuff. So I decided to share this with you guys. I'm gonna make another content on what happened. I'm gonna make another content on, my second content on this will be about what happened, how this happened, and how I could have stopped this accident from happening, you know what I mean? So we'll talk about that and go forward with it. But for now, we're gonna end the video here. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I hope you share the video with your friends and your family. I'll catch you guys later. Peace.